Hey guys, today we're going to talk about this little Mizuno 7-iron here. We had a good friend and customer. We had built him a custom set with custom ferrules and everything that we don't have anymore. And so this guy hits off of mats a lot, and the shaft had gotten severely bent here, and I was able to remove the head from the shaft, cut the bent part off of the shaft, and then safely remove this ferrule that we really wanted to save to match the rest of his set that he has. So that is actually a kind of a common issue. People hitting into mats all the time. You know, you're hitting down into a mat versus the dirt, and these shafts just over time will weaken, and it'll bend that shaft. If you're hitting on mats, you would like to check your loss and lies from time to time just to make sure that they're not getting off, because we see it all the time. People are literally breaking shafts because they're hitting down into mats so hard. I've got a replacement 7-iron shaft. We're going to show you how we build that up. This black finish is super slick, and so we need a rough surface for that epoxy to adhere to. So now that we've got this tip scuffed up, it's ready for the ferrule to go on. I like to use this little contraption here. I'll check the depth of the hosel here. I will proceed to install the ferrule on and tap it down really close, and then I'll finish it off by kind of hammering the head. So when it comes time to epoxy these things together, so this GolfWorks high impact epoxy, it's fantastic. It gives me an hour work time, so when I've got bigger projects building 10, 15 clubs at a time, I don't have to keep mixing epoxy. This stuff works really well. It takes several hours to set up. That said, I've got an epoxy heater that speeds this up to a 20-minute process, but this stuff is the only way to go. I almost always put quick center in there as well. Most of these hosels, the shaft is a little loose in there, and so those centering beads just make sure that shaft goes in there straight every time, and we're not getting the club out of spec by not having it straight in the hosel. Mixing the epoxy is a huge thing as well. So many people don't really mix the epoxy well, then it doesn't set up well. So got to make sure you mix it up. I actually like to mix it up first and then add the centering beads so that it mixes up even better. Club's just about ready to go. All we got left to do is grip it. Here we're going to measure our tape out. I like to hold the grip alongside the tape, kind of get a good idea of the length to cut it. Put just a little bit of overhang on there so that when you get the tape on there, you can wrap that tape at the back, cover up this hole. There's a couple different ways of doing this, but I really like to, slosh that solvent around, make sure it gets all over the grip, make sure it gets completely covered on this two-sided tape. It helps a lot with sliding it on there. So we're gonna slide it on as straight as we can. Make sure that thing gets seated properly. One thing I'm a stickler about is making sure the grips are perfectly straight. So this helps with it, but we're gonna take it out of here and do some tweaking and get this thing just perfect. One thing with club building, it really is, for me, it's kind of therapy. I love building clubs. It just kind of, turn on some music at the end of the day and do it. It's really a lot of fun. Don't be afraid to get out there and try it yourself, especially with gripping. It's something you could do with a vise and some solvent at your house, but it's a lot of fun to tinker with your clubs, and it's really not that big a deal.